Hi Aquarius, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot reader. This is your love reading for the month of July, Aquarius. And I'm going to pull 3 cards that is for you and 3 cards that represent the energy around you. Okay, I've already prepared for your reading before, obviously, I turned the camera on. And yeah, I'm hoping for some good stuff for you, Aquarius. I hope you've had a lovely June. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and press a little bell, because I am going to be doing additional love readings this month, because there's been a huge response last month. So I'm going to be putting those out sort of in the middle of the month. This week, I'm also going to be putting up your bi-weekly readings. So please press the little bell and subscribe so you can get your bi-weekly readings from me as well, guys, okay? And if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram so you can get daily readings on there as well. Okay, Aquarius. These are your cards, Aquarius, for July. So let's have a look at the... Ooh. So we've got, for your energy, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, we've got the Knight of Cups, and we've got the Seven of Pentacles. And these are the 3 cards for the energy that's coming toward you this month, Aquarius. Okay, this is quite an energetic card, actually. Ooh, I'm excited to see what that is. Oh, and that one's come out with it as well. Let's have a start. So, first of all, we have got the Queen of Pentacles. What a lovely card to start with, okay, Aquarius. I mean, I know it's been a bit of a challenge for you, Aquarius, and you've not really had, just so you can see them all, you've not really had the opportunity to focus really heavily on love, really. Some of you, you've not really had that opportunity to focus that heavily on love, and you've really been focusing on your security, your abundance, manifesting the things into this world that you want to see, okay? So that means financial security, if that's what you want, or good relationships with good working relationships with the people that you work with, or with your family. That's what you want. You've been putting all your energy and all your effort into that. Now, there could have been someone else around you. You could be in a relationship, though, and that is the energy that you've been focusing on. So if you have been neglecting your significant other because of the focus that you've been placing on building your financial security, or the effort and energy that you've been putting into your work life, there might be you might be extending an apology for that this month, okay? But this is a really good card for the Queen of Pentacles. It's a card, you know, it can be suggestive of marriage, of wife, of mother, of long-term stable commitments, okay? That's what that card can be also suggestive of. So some of you could be going toward that this month, or some of you, as I said, could have experienced those other parts of the energy leading into July, okay? I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. The next card that you have for you guys is the Knight of Cups. Now, again, as I said, this could be the apology that you're offering to the person that you're in a relationship, that you're currently in a relationship with. Or for some of you, it could be that you are... these 2 cards need to come out together. I feel like these 2 cards are linked, actually. These 2 cards are linked. So we've got the... let's put them like that. We've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Some of you have been going on dates, putting effort and energy into going on dates, asking people out on dates, and nothing's been reciprocated, okay? You might know, oh, hello, Tiny. Oh, you can see a little bit of Tiny. Tiny's on telly. Some of you might have been putting energy and effort into getting going on dates or trying to meet people, and nothing has been working, okay? And it's as if it's funny because you've wanted, this is similar to Gemini, actually. You've wanted a relationship, some of you. You've wanted to work on your relationship, but really your karma's been about your individual emotional security and abundance, okay? And manifesting that into your life, as opposed to being in relationships. So it could have seemed futile, but there's movement this month. There's movement this month for you. Let me just quickly clarify that Knight of Cups energy, because this is your energy, but there's movement around that this month. Hello, tiny doggy. Can you see him? Oh, look at my little munchkin. You look lovely, baby. He's been groomed. I groomed him last week. So he looks all pretty, doesn't he? I'm just going to clarify this Knight of Cups. Oh, here it is. Because, yeah, this is about standing up for what you think. Do you know what? Some of you need to either are waiting for an apology, or you're waiting to receive an apology, or you need to be given an apology, and you're standing up for what it is. I want to say to you, though, don't be stubborn. Some of you are not wanting to reach out to people that you really should, and that karmically is going to hold you back, and that's what these two cards represent and suggest to me here. The Seven of Wands along with the Seven of Pentacles. It's gonna hold. If you owe someone an apology, this is clarifying this card here. If you owe someone an apology and you kind of just refuse to give that apology out, you really it's gonna karmically, it's gonna hold you back. It's gonna stop you from making progress romantically, if that's what you want. If you want to make progress romantically in a relationship, with even if it's someone brand new, if there's someone from the past that you, wow, look at that card that wanted to come out. Wow, okay. And you know, we've got the Two of Cups here, and we've got the Six of Pentacles here. So these are cards of well, whenever we see the Two of Cups, we know what that card is. We all know what that card is. That's the card of Two of Cups is basically a soulmate card, and some of you maybe owe one of your soulmates an apology. Soulmate is not the same as life partner. Soulmate are people that come into our lives to help us, to show us who we are, and to help us go through the learning that we need to go at in the stages that we're in life. Tiny, you're on telly. Don't leave your bum when you're on telly. Thank you, doggy. Good boy. You look lovely. So, if you owe one of your soulmates in the past, someone from the past, an apology, then you need to give that person. And if Tiny's barking, that must mean that some of you do owe someone an apology. Tiny, be quiet. Bear with me a second. So it could be suggestive of that. Some of you could have been in a soulmate union, and in soulmate unions, in soulmate unions, we go through the process of being separated from people that we are our soulmates, and then coming back together with them. But they're about learning our soulmate journeys. They're about our learning, and it could have been that there was difficulty in the past, but there's moving forward. Maybe you're getting over a difficulty from the past. It feels like there's definitely movement for you this month, and there's definitely healing for you this month, Aquarius. There's definitely balance is being restored, but it's you that are doing the moving. It's you that's changing your perspective. It's you that's going through a change in perspective, maybe of a past relationship. You know, maybe you do want to, maybe you, for example, broke up with someone in the past, but really you realise now, actually, I love this person and I want to come back with this person. Or you don't want to get back with them, but you realise, do you know what? I think that they treated me really unfairly, or I treated that person really unfairly, and actually, I didn't realise that before. I didn't realise what they were trying to say to me. I couldn't understand where they were coming from, but now I get it, and actually I do owe them an apology, or vice versa. You apply it. But this is actually a soulmate connection, a soulmate union, and the learning from that relationship, you know, it's like the energies of shifting now, they're moving on. So they have actually been quite heavy and quite intense. It's been quite intense for you in love, Aquarius, actually, for some time. And it feels like you've been in a quagmire yourself. Like you've been confused about things. You've been sort of shifting your focus away from love completely, because it was just too dark and difficult for you to sort of sit with the energies that you experienced. And I really feel like that's lifting, and that's lifting, and that energy is changing now for you in July. So that's really, really positive, Aquarius. This is the energy of the people, or the person around you, or the person coming towards you. Okay, let's have a look at these cards. We've got the World. Excellent. Now the World card always comes always comes, for me, energetically, after death. It's a card of transformation. It's a card of brand new beginnings. It's a card of being in a completely new situation that you have got to because of the suffering and the healing that you've had to go through, that leads up to that. Anyway, this is the person coming into your life, or the energies around you, okay? So this is, I think, the third time I've got the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I could feel that the energy of this card, even though it was face down, I could feel the energy of this card. I'll come to this card first, actually, because I could feel that the energy, the heat of it, before I even turned it over. This is wand energy. It's Knight of Wand energy, and for some of you, you could be looking back this month about your past treatment of your people. Excuse me. Your treatment of people in the past, or how you were treated in past relationships. And you could be looking back at that and sort of really what that caused. There could be some guilt attached to, you apply it, either your treatment of them or their treatment of you. And, you could recognise the trauma that you caused or that was caused towards you, that came towards you in the past. This is a cycle. Usually when I do these readings, as I said, I do them 3 for you, 3 for the person. But this is a cycle. This is something going round, actually. So for some of you, this is actually, it's not a reunion. It's not like you're going to get back together with your ex. No, it's not that. But it's really about you looking back. Oh, what have we got in retrograde at the moment? We've got Chiron in retrograde. I'm pretty sure Mercury is in retrograde, and Mercury is a planet of communication. So some of you could be communicating with people from your past, or thinking back to the treatment of people in your past, or how you were treated in the past relationships. This is your energy, actually. All of these cards are about you, Aquarius, okay? And it's as if you're really recognizing and realizing the difficulties and the trauma of a past commitment that you had, a past relationship that you were in, one that you put work in, energy and effort into, but that just obviously didn't work out. It's like you can see now what went wrong, and you can not only see what went wrong, but you can see your part in what went wrong. And the beautiful thing about that, because we all do things, like in relationships, I do things that's bad to other people, and other people do things that's bad to me. Like, not on purpose. It doesn't have to be on purpose. Like, we do it by mistake or whatever. But sometimes you don't even recognize. You've got to be able to recognize your own part in something. You've got to be able to recognize what you did. It doesn't matter how much of an idiot she was or how much of an idiot he was. What about you? What did you do? Because it's not, the relationship doesn't end because you're perfect and everyone's just been horrible to you and therefore now the relationship's ended. No, it doesn't work like that. You've got to be able to see your part in it. And once you see your part in it, that's when you get the death, and that's when you get the new world. And it's as if you've gone through a real cycle of healing a past relationship, healing you might want to you might feel more confident now in starting a new relationship because you've healed from this cycle. This is a cycle, actually, for you, and it's one that's been ongoing, Aquarius, and it's one that you haven't really focused on. You might even be in a relationship now with somebody else, with a totally different person, and the karma of the previous relationship or the previous treatment is revealed in a way. It's like the lessons, you sort of understand them now, and that from now on affects all of your relationships for the better, in a positive way. Going forward, you'll be more balanced. You'll demand what you give, if that makes sense, and you'll get what you receive, what you give out. The work that you put in, you receive back in relationships. So that's really, really positive. I feel like, this is what was left, from a previous commitment, a previous relationship, you know, this trauma. When we have the 9 of Wands like this, it's trauma. This is like, this is feeling, physically feeling stuck. And that means, you know, if, you know, with our health as well, it could have really had an impact on someone's health, you know, physical or mental health. But the relationship that you were in, the soulmate union that you've been in the past, has really left either you traumatized or the other person traumatized. And I think it's that realization this month, that actually that realization of your part in that, not that it's all your fault, Aquarius, not at all, but it takes two to tango. And I think that this month you're realizing your part in things. That's what these cards are showing me, okay? I'm going to just clarify these two cards together, because there needs to be some clarity for the... If I see the Death card... Oh, no. 5 of Wands wanting to come out. I was going to say if I see the Death card, then I'll be happy, because that's, again, that's the end of the negativity now, and the learning and the rebirth. But we've got the 5 of Swords. So this is clarifying this. So what it's suggestive of is that these traumatized, you know, this energy of feeling stuck and feeling hurt by past experiences and not wanting to move on, whether that's you or your ex, Aquarius, you know, is really being caused by, and the 9 of Swords, or the you know, the dark night of the soul, again 2 9s, you know, is because of this behaviour in the past. Now this is your energy, actually, it's her energy, so it could be suggestive, Aquarius, that in the past you lied to yourself about what your part in the end of that relationship was, or you weren't upfront with yourself, or you weren't able to acknowledge to yourself consciously what your part in it was. And it doesn't mean it's all your fault. It doesn't mean that. Not at all. But it means that we have to all recognise our part in things. And you are now doing that. That's positive. That's healing. Okay? It could have been there was manipulation in the past, mind games in the past, cheating in the past, and you know, maybe you're feeling guilty about that now. You might want to offer an apology, and you might not need to. It doesn't necessarily mean you are going to offer an apology to somebody. It doesn't have to mean that, or that one's forthcoming to you. It doesn't have to mean that. Just the awareness. Just our awareness is the thing that can move us on sometimes, without having to go to the other person and say, oh, I'm so sorry I did this to you. But if you do feel like you owe someone an apology, then give it to them. Because again, it's the motives behind you, it's your motives behind it, regardless of however they accept it or not. If you go with that open heart, doesn't matter if they want you back or they care or they tell you to F off, don't matter. The fact is your motives for going forward are positive. Yeah? Or because of we're in this new world now, or because of the enlightenment that you've now suddenly gained. And I say suddenly because it's as if, as I said, you've been focusing on other things, work, maybe the current relationship that you're in. And then that's changed, you know, it's like a new dawn, you know, and that's because it is because of the retrograde activity, because we've got I think 3 planets in retrograde at the moment, and they are affecting all of us, all the different zodiac signs in different ways, obviously depending on your rising sign, your moon sign, you know, where it is they appear in your chart, it's going to affect. But it looks like a cycle. So when we go backwards, when we have retrograde, when the planets are traveling backwards in their cycles, that means that we are looking back to our past. And it's the beautiful thing is, so it's about completing that cycle. It's about gaining the wisdom from the experiences that you had in the past and really moving forward in a really healthy, positive and balanced way. And that's beautiful. I mean, for some of us, this could be new love, you know. I feel like I've been stuck in one sort of energy, actually. But I feel like that's, again, because of the planetary or the astrological influences this month as well, that's the pull that's pulling me in. But, you know, some of us could be going toward a new relationship, even if it didn't work out in the past. It might be someone new, because we do have this 2 of Cups. But I'm going to just pull now 3 more cards finally, and what these last 3 cards are going to be the outcome for you, okay? I really want to see some positive outcomes for you, because as I said, when we see the Death card, or we see the World card, or we see the 10 of Cups, or the 10 of Swords even, they're good because it's about movement. It's about they're about new beginning. They're about transitioning from one experience to a brand new experience. So I'm really hoping that we see some really positive cards for you. So let's look at the outcome for Aquarius for love in July. They're ready. They tell me they're ready, and I'm like, okay, I'm listening to you. Okay, so yeah, so we've got this energy of, okay, I'm happy that we see this card here. We've got 2 2s, and we've got 2 2 1. You know, that's 5. Again, 5's challenges. 5's the challenges. Brought about by other people. So it's outcome for you, Aquarius, is this. Okay, there's going to be you're weighing up your sort of options of what you want to do. Some of you are going to maybe want to move into a new relationship. Some of you maybe want to offer an apology. Some of you have maybe got 2 roads you can go down. That's basically what this is. But there's also emotion involved when we have the 2 of Pentacles, you know, because we have the water. I noticed the water behind, and I know this is earth energy. This is related to Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but for me this card really links also to Pisces. It's about what's going on beneath the surface, and about what is going on emotionally beneath the surface, affecting and having an impact on the choices that you're able to make practically. That's what this card is. That's what this card is. So, and this is somewhere that you are not comfortable. Aquarius, you know, you're an earth sign, you're about clarity, and you're about direct speech, and you're about speaking clearly from a place of logic, as opposed to logic and reason, as opposed to emotion. But you know, this is something that you're healing through. And do you know what, I'm actually getting quite emotional for you, actually, Aquarius, because this has been a really important cycle, and it's going to be one that has really challenged you. But I really hope you can feel the energy lifting, and that this is your last push now in July, your last push through of really completing out a cycle with an ex-partner, or with past relationships, and really moving forward through toward a new opportunity where you are stable, where you are strong, where you are clear, where you are motivated to take action in a really balanced way. Okay, so you've got the 2 of Pentacles where it's unbalanced and we're not sure. 2, we've got calmer waters, and we've got a fresh horizon, and we've got a connection to the earth, and we've put effort and energy into achieving this. So by the end of July, I can say I guarantee you, I guarantee you're going to be feeling much stronger, much more have much more clarity about the cycle that you've been in over the last 2 years, and what that's been like. And you know, 2 years we've got 3 2s, haven't we? So we've got quite a few 2s. Maybe that's why I said 2, but 2 came to mind. The cycle you've been in, you know, it's going to come to a close, and you're going to really understand the benefit of that, even if it's been challenging for you. And even if you've given yourself a hard time because you were the idiot in the past, and you know, it's okay. We're all idiots sometimes. We all do things that hurt people, as I said, whether we do that on purpose or not. But it's about understanding, and it's about why, you know, torture chamber, you know, second chakras, that's our sacral chakra. Our second chakra, we're thinking about the second chakra, number 2, is all about our emotional experiences and the impact they've had on us, perceived or real. So it's about moving forward with balance, understanding the impact these things have had, and how we move forward with more confidence, and with new opportunities and new horizons that await us. Okay, could also be related to travel. You could be going away, you could meet somebody on your travels, but it really feels like, you know, the world is repeated. So it really is like a new beginning for you emotionally, Aquarius, and that's fabulous. And then finally you come out, which is the Ace of Swords. So by the end of the month, you are going to be feeling in your element. You're able to speak clearly, speak your truth. You're able to also think clearly as well, which is, you've got that clarity. And you know one thing, what, you know, I'm a Capricorn, so I'm an earth sign, and they're quite different energies, aren't they, earth and air. But this is such a beautiful energy for you, Aquarius, because you, as I said, generally speaking, Aquarius is a sign of logic, of reason, and we take out the, you, I say we, but because I'm speaking to you, but we take out the emotion in order to we take out the emotion of a situation in order to be decisive and in order to move forward and make progress in our lives, or you do, Aquarians, earth signs do. And it feels like this has been earned by you. That's what it feels like. It feels like you've earned the right to do this, and because of you have experienced emotion to get to this point, Ace of Swords. So do you know what, Aquarius, I really wish you luck and love. I will be doing, as I said, an additional love reading for July in the middle of July, so please click the bell, press the bell so you get the updates, because it'd be nice to see. And let me know in the comments as well, actually. Let me know in the comments if this is resonant with you or not, because it does, as I said, it feels like quite a big reading, actually. Quite a lot of change and shifting for your benefit is going to go on this month in July. Okay, so keep me posted and let me know how your July goes. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for being here. You have a fabulous July, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.